It's finally summer here in the UK, and in today's video I'll give you some hair growth tips and just some general tips on taking care of your natural 4C hair in the summertime. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. Just want to say welcome back to all my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you checking out my videos. Thank you so much for watching. So let's go right into these tips. The first thing is it's summer and we're likely going to be going to the beach. The very first thing is to remember to protect your hair from the UV rays. A lot of us will remember to pack our Factor 50 sunscreen, but we will forget to do something about our hair, and it's very important that you do protect your natural 4C hair from the sun by using a sun hat. Sun hats come in all shapes, form and sizes, but the main thing is that it is covering your hair from the sun and that your hair has some protection from those very harmful UV rays to damage your very delicate strands, where you can get problems such as split ends and just general drying of your hair. The next hair care tip in relation to summer hair care for your natural 4C hair is in regards to the general climate. So if it is a very dry environment, you want to make sure that you are adding moisture to your hair. If it's very humid, you want to make sure you're using humectants such as honey, glycerin and castor oil, adding in those, especially if you live in areas built up cities like London. You want to make sure that you do have those sort of humectants, drawing in any sort of moisture to your hair to relieve the drying effects that you can get from humidity. The next natural hair care tip for summer is in regards to deep conditioning. Now, we all deep condition our hair. It should be in all of our routine, but you might want to consider in the summertime stepping up your deep conditioning game. Deep conditioning is a great way of getting in a lot of moisture into your strand. I heavily recommend using Hello Hydration conditioner. That will really help you as a cheap conditioner that you can also use for cold washing. If it's particularly very hot and we're going to have some sort of heat wave, you can go ahead and probably wash your hair more often or cold wash your hair more often than not to relieve some of the drying and deep condition, adding in deep conditioning into your hair. So then that leads to the next point of making sure that your hair is moisturized. Now, moisturizing your hair is nothing if it's not still. So make sure that you are deep conditioning your hair as with the previous point, but make sure that you do have a spray bottle as well with water. You can choose distilled water and make sure that you spritz in your strands every single day in the summer to make sure that your hair doesn't dry. As I said before, you are more likely to get split ends, also dandruff and other effects of it being very dry and damaging your hair strands. So you want to get moisture onto your strands. Another point about moisture is to get moisture inside. That means drinking a lot more water than you would to avoid getting dehydrated, because if you are dehydrated on the inside, it's going to show out on your strands on the outside. I do hope you are enjoying the summer tips so far. If you are, do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It will really mean a lot to me, and also give this a video a like. Let's continue with the tips. The next summer hair care tip for us natural 4C girls is to stick with really nice cottony fabrics where your hair won't get snagged onto anything. It's very tempting to go all out, but stick to natural fabrics. If you're going to be wearing your hair down, which we all want to do in the summer, we want to show our hair off, make sure that your hair is not clipping also onto any bags that you might be carrying, and you might be getting damage to your nape if your hair is getting caught under your bag straps, for example. So just be careful. Just two quick tips there. Just wear natural fabric so that if your hair rests on that, then that's also kind to your strands. And also be careful of all the stuff that we're carrying on the summer, if our rucksack or if we're going on a traveling trip. Just make sure that you are wearing your hair up in a bun and away from where it can be damaged, like on your shoulders, etc. Another natural hair care tip is in regards to swimming. A lot of us do go to the beach for the summer with our natural hair. You want to make sure that if you are going swimming, that you do add oils to your hair. Think about swimming as if you're going to be doing your wash day. For example, it will start with pre-poo. So do try to put oils such as castor oil in your hair before you go swimming, and you do want to make sure that after you go swimming that you rinse all of that chlorine out of your hair. If it's the sea salt, rinse it off your strands to make sure that you don't have those agents on and actually drying your hair and causing damage. Of course, we got to enjoy ourselves, but make sure that you are thinking about your natural hair care even in those times. Next, really quick tip for the summer in regards to taking care of our natural hair and growing our natural hair long, healthy and strong is in regards to your ends. Make sure that you are paying great attention to your ends in the summer. That's because you can get split ends, as I've stated before, but you don't want your ends to get too dry, too crispy. And then obviously as you are, taking down any sort of long-term protective style, you realize that you're going to lose all of that damage because you was wearing your hair down and you wasn't paying attention to your ends. So you want to pay extra attention to your ends. In the same vein, you want to pay extra attention to your scalp in the summer. My dandruff really plays up in the summer, and so I've got to be very, very careful about some of the products that I use in the summer because I do have lots more flare up in the summer, particularly if you've got conditions such as psoriasis or eczema like myself. Then you will see that those conditions are heightened on your general skin areas, so it will be the same for your scalp. So make sure that you are treating those conditions and paying attention to those conditions a lot more in the summer in regards to your hair care. In the same way, you might be getting oily scalp. You want to wash away some of that oil. You don't want to have too much of that sitting on your scalp and clogging your pores. Just a quick note to add on, all of this wetting our strands, extra washing, co-washing, probably going swimming. Just remember that if your hair is wet, it's generally a bit more fragile. So you might want to do a few things. You might want to step up your henna game to add some protein into your hair to make sure that your hair is strong enough to deal with these processes. And also just remember the general handling of your hair, that because it's wet, it's generally more fragile. So just be careful with styling your hair. And in regards to styling your hair, do have fun with your scarves. Summer is a great time to wear scarves and to just show off your hair, show off the length, show off the beauty of your hair, and just add accessories such as scarf, beautiful headbands, beautiful hair ties, and really just have a lot of fun with your hair in the summer. Just protect it if it's extremely hot, but you can obviously enjoy as much as you like. And my final tip is to just make use of all the wonderful fruits and vegetables that's just available summertime. Those really also help you to grow your natural hair long, healthy and strong. As you know, on Simply Shev, we are on a journey to grow our natural hair long in 2022. To that end, this channel is dedicated to videos of that nature. If you head on over to the playlist section of my channel, you will find my natural hair journey, how to grow your natural hair in 2022 at present. And if you're following my channel, you will see we're on a mini braids challenge running on to the 8th of August. So there's still plenty of time to join. I hope you enjoyed today's video and all the tips that I shared. Once again, do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give this video a like, and I will see you in my next video. Do take care and check out my mini braids challenge where we're really growing our natural hair. I think you'll find that challenge very, very interesting. Take care and see you in my next video.